I am now going to do a brief short reading for you. Well, everyone's reading is no more than sort of 15 minutes for sure. I think only the Aquarians got it on to 17. But I'm keeping the readings kind of like succinct. And I'm doing so, you know, there's so many great videos out there, and I just feel that with time being of an essence, as Straight Talking Tarot, I want to really keep it quite straight on to the reading. So on that note, I've got two decks here. I've got an Oracle deck with me, and I've got the Wandering Star deck here. And the Oracle deck is from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Now, I've already given them a shuffle, but I'll have another quick shuffle. I'm going to choose one card for you. The message I got for you prior and meditating on your energy was taking the reins. There's something about either sort of letting yourself being pulled by it, or you having to rein yourself in. But taking the reins, read it how it resonates, or take it how it resonates. Okay. The other card that almost wanted to come out was the card of patience, but let's have a look here. Okay, yeah. Here we've got okay, this is you know, we've got a card of extremes here. All right, so kids, a very saucy looking card and very sort of hot and very heated. All right, but I do feel that this is the kind of energy I'm picking up. I feel like even in your tarot card, for your tarot card, as shuffling, the two cards popped out. So I feel there's an extreme sense of urgency, Aries. You know, you guys are a full-on sign anyway. We're going to be moving, the node's going to move into your sign, isn't it? And then it's, what's it, Libra. Yeah, Libra's going to be in the South node. So, you know, we are shifting into possibly, and maybe this is what we're seeing as well out in the world, there's an extreme actions going on when things get really heated and bothered, and maybe you need to take the reins. So whether that reads for you or resonates for you, do pay attention. Okay, now I also want you to pay attention to some kind of notification that you might get. Some of you might get a letter or some kind of message that could really speak to you, and in fact also this is like a little caution here, that it actually might sort of create a situation where you feel quite agitated or angry possibly. Make sure that you actually read things carefully and pay attention to how your mind is working. Okay, and again, this is about taking the reins, so maybe reining yourself in. If there's something that's over activating you, I would suggest that you take it, cool it down a bit. Aries, let's have a look. I'm just going to go straight into the reading here. Okay, we've got two cards, we've got 2 pages. So yes, it's new beginnings, isn't it, for you? You know, a new opportunity. This is a new seedlings. The Page of Pentacles, something tangible, something about, you know, birthing something new, and the Page of Swords, almost cutting out anything that's not going to actually serve you anymore, which is really important. And I feel like maybe in some way that, you know, keep things, which is interesting, because if you look at her hair there, she's got this sort of extreme sort of color, pink and black. All right, as if you're kind of being either or about something as well. So be mindful about the either orness. Okay, and being extreme in your decision making. Okay, just know that you've got everything that you need, and it could be as well as. So for some of you, it's not about what should I choose, and being extreme maybe in that sense, but also recognizing that you can maybe you're holding on to something, or you've got something in your hands rather that can actually offer you the opportunity to actually use your skill, talents, and making money. Okay, and talent as well. I think this, if you are also in a relationship, I think some of you just really pay attention to what the relationship is going to serve. Okay, try not to do anything in extreme case. Make sure that you're very grounded in your decisions and you're being fair. Okay, fairness and justice is very much here. I kind of keep getting the word cheating here as well. So again, some of you, if you are sort of doing something behind somebody's back, be mindful that this can actually create a problem for you, if not now, down the line. Okay, again, taking the rein in, really kind of reining your emotions in, I would say. Okay, I feel that in some ways that people have got their eye on you, so you could actually be really attractive to somebody, and somebody's looking at you and thinking, God, she's really hot, or somebody's looking at you as in a way like kind of envious, or possibly admiring you even as well. Or maybe it's also about time of you showcasing your abilities and your talents, Aries, and letting people see and not being afraid to see what opportunities could come for you. Okay, make sure, just know that you have what it takes in your hands to make it possible. Now, moving on to the Page of Swords as well, I feel like, again, I feel that you need to explore things, okay? The Page of Swords here might be a bit youthful sometimes. It might have the tendency to cut things out before it actually is aware of certain things, but I think here it is an opportunity for you to start building on some ambition and maybe cutting out things and people and what have you, so you can actually follow the path of your curiosity and allowing something to grow. This is very much a time now, we're kind of all into half the year in, and now we've got another half year to go. And this is really an opportunity to see, where do I need to put my fire? Where do I need to put my direction? Where do I need to maybe rein myself in and then cultivate on something that is going to be more beneficial? Okay, I get the feeling as well for you, Aries, really listen out, use your ears to listen to what you need to find out. It could be something from through a conversation, okay, or something you hear on the news, something to do with the listening part, okay? Maybe listening to yourself, but I think this is an external message that you're going to get, okay? Something is coming your way, and it is important that you listen out for what it is that you need to know. I think you've been getting a piece of information that you've not been able to sort of put your hand on, and it is now coming in, okay? I've got 3 trinkets that popped out for you. All right, and the message here I'm going to share with you with the trinkets. You've got the trinket of the owl, you've got the trinket of the Pegasus. That's come out a few times for different signs, and you've got the acorn. Okay, now I'm going to read it as it's fallen on the cards. You definitely want to use your wisdom. Okay, you've got the owl here, and it's almost fallen to the side of her head. So there, I feel the owl is always very intuitive, very insightful. It's got very clear eyes. Okay, so I feel like in some way for you both, for you guys, you know, the Page as well as the owl is going to really help you together. That you will get to see really clearly what you need to do. And I was using this sort of thing about the eyes as well. So I feel like in some way as well with the Page, pay attention, see what's out there. You know, I think you recognize certain things where you need to go towards. And make a movement, you know, or when I say make a move towards some skills, some talent that you can share, and it's having the insight as well. So it comes from in here, as the owl is very insightful. The thing with the owl as well, they're very patient. They'll sit on a branch of a tree when everything is still, and then they'll make their move in order to catch their prey. And it's a bit like that. I would, you know, again, it's taking the reins or reining yourself in, okay, is hold back till you know what you for sure you can see is going to serve you. Okay, that's the kind of message I'm getting for the Aries. Now, it's not going to actually obviously be that for everybody, but if there's any certain resonance, that is what I'm getting currently, okay? What else to say? Oh yeah, and then here we've got this beautiful acorn, okay, which is falling onto the Page of Swords. So I feel like it's cutting out, that anything that hasn't got any growth for you, okay, anything that's not going to serve its growth, okay, anything short term, nah, anything that's just kind of like, you know, again, maybe you're thinking of having an affair, you know, and you're thinking, oh, that'd be fun for a while. I would recommend not doing that, okay, just be true and insightful. Okay, oh, I forgot to read the Pegasus. Pegasus was actually fallen on its front, so it's upside down to me. So in some way, you know, again, in coming back to, if you're thinking, somebody's here thinking about being a bit sort of naughty and having an affair, I would say you really need to take the bigger picture, maybe look at the effects that you're going to have on other people's lives, or that person, or the spouse, or the other half, or the other significant whatever. Okay, this is about you maybe not being able to see things clearly and just wanting to take flight without seeing. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. So I'm going to suggest that you really see, give yourself the insight. Again, coming up, you know, the Pegasus is a creature that's magnificent, it's magical, and it also flies. Okay, so it has the higher perspective. So I feel in this case, you need to have the higher octave of being aware of what you need to be thinking about, how you need to be approaching things, and maybe where your action needs to go. I feel like in some way this full moon is a really good opportunity for you, Aries, that it's a really great opportunity where you can actually allow the full moon to shed light on where you need to actually start taking flight and not being so rooted in the sense of maybe some discord or some imbalances that you have or is keeping you stuck. Okay, this is really important that maybe you bring your passion alive. Maybe that's what I need to feel. So maybe you need to sort of reactivate something that is going to help you move forward and take yourself off, like a takeoff. Okay, like taking the reins and going with it. I keep on getting the feeling of the you know, especially when I got that message, the Chariot card as well, you know, in the old traditional chariot, it's really sort of bolting forward. There's an element of that. So I'm going to leave the card readings here and the trinket reading here. Actually, I'll just expand a bit on the acorn. The acorn, like I said, it has to be something that's longevity. Okay, it's something that you can put your roots down. The acorn has everything it needs in the acorn, and it's something you can actually plant and allowing something to grow that's solid. Okay, so again, if you're looking for a relationship, I recommend that you go towards something that's going to give you that rather than the short term, rather than the short term. Think about unions, think about freedom. You know, you get more freedom in a united situation. Okay, rather than thinking, you know, that by fooling around a bit, going here, then everywhere. All right, I think it's just really important, Aries, that you really stick to your guns, stay united in the heart of the matter, the truth, in a balanced way without being extreme in your actions. All right, I'm moving on from this reading onto the chakras that's going to support you. So Aries, this chakra, let's have a look. Okay, another one. I've been getting this quite a few times. A few of you got this. This is a throat chakra. So again, allowing yourself expression here and the truth of the matter. And maybe, you know, the throat chakra is not only to do with your voice, but it's very much to do about your self-expression, the truth of who you are. Okay, so what is it I want to grow? Where do I want to use my hands and my skills? Okay, really important, because you can see the energy comes down through the hands here. So the throat chakra is really much about self-expression, the truth of the self-expression, and cutting through the crap of what no serves you. All right, like I said, you can for those who don't know anything about the chakras, do look them up on YouTube. Otherwise, I will be starting to post them regularly, a bit more about each chakra on my Instagram page, so you can actually press the link down below in the description box and join me there if you want to learn a bit more, and how I'll be talking about that as well, and how our past can actually be affecting our chakras' health in the now. All right, so for those, you know, the other thing I'm seeing about taking the reins and reining it in, if you tend to be quite sort of over vocal, I'm getting, and a bit rude or a bit bullshit, because it's extreme, and things can get quite heated up. We've got a lot of heated energies out there as well. And Aries, you being, you know, quite argumentative, you know, as a sign, it can be quite hotted and extreme. You know, you're one of the signs that just naturally can sort of show your anger, which can actually also really kind of rock the boat a bit. Just be mindful of that, you know, and maybe you need to rein yourself in on that note. All right, lots of love, Aries. I'll be back in 2 weeks to do another forecast. And for those tuning into, you know, this is a timeless reading, so just take what resonates. And I hope you found some resonance here in this reading. Bye for now. Bye, and I'll catch you later. Bye.